Hey guys, it's Cynthia the Fishing Mommy. I am so happy to be back in New York. It's turning to fall here. It's almost September and the temperatures are definitely cooled down. We're in the 70s now. It's beautiful, breezy afternoon, and I am going to do something kind of interesting today. I'm going to try out some speed worms. I found a whole treasure trove of speed worms in my tackle when I was putting everything away from my trip. So I'm going to rig up some speed worms on some 3/0 hooks with a light weight and see what we can do about these late summer bass that are in this local pond. Let's go catch some fish. The first worm I'm going to try is the Zoom U-Vibe speed worm in watermelon seed color. Just what it sounds like, pretty natural. Let's give it a go. My first cast here in a few months. Let's see what we can do. Oh, the water level's really low. I was just reeling in and I had what I think was probably a bluegill hit it right here at my feet. Scared the living crap out of me. That was really funny. We've had a good bit of rain lately, so as you can see this water is a little stained. Oh, it feels like a little nibble. There we go, nibble. There's somebody sitting right here nibbling. Feels really small. Could be crappies, but I don't think there's any wood right there. Let's see if we can catch whatever the heck this thing is. I saw it the first time and it kind of looked like bass color but small, so it could have been a crappie, I guess. I know there are lots of crappie in here. It's weird because that lay down way over there where I'm pointing with my rod is actually the crappie spot. There's some really big crappie in there. Matter of fact, I'll show you a picture of one that we caught here about 7 or 8 weeks ago. Oh, oh, oh. Ticks. Oh, he came off. I don't know what it... Stuff is biting my tail off. Huh. Well, let's put a new worm on. They biting my tail off. Nothing?
No, I got one decent one, and 2 came off.
Well, this one I saw, and I'm pretty sure it was a crappie because it looked bass color but the wrong shape. I'm just kind of slow rolling it through that weed bed over there. There we go. Oh, what is that? The tiniest bass in the world. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I didn't get skunked. I caught a fish that was almost the same size as the hook. Isn't he beautiful? Wow. I think this is a spot. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. Is this a spot? I feel a tooth patch and his mouth seems kind of small. Is he a spot? He's got that solid lateral line. I'd have to go back and look that up again. What a beautiful tiny little fish. Healthy. Interesting. So tell me, you guys, in the comments whether that was a spot or whether that was a largie. I'm really not sure. It seems kind of weird that there'd be spots way up here in New York, but man, did I just discover spotted bass in southern New York? Very, very interesting. That felt like a hit. There we go. Little tiny hits. I wonder if we've got all the baby fish over here in the grass. Oh, there's a bite. A little bit better guy. Not a whole lot. I'm over here in spider territory, but I'll risk it. Yeah, another little guy. Very healthy. Thanks for the bite, little guy. Alright, well, I found the baby fish. I knew it. There's always a fish right there. Oh, that's a little better one. Probably about 1.5 pounds or so. Oh, barely hooked. All right, buddy. Whoa. Come on, man. Oh no, he's hooked better than I thought he was. Just in the bottom of the jaw. Yeah, a nice fish. On that speed worm. There's always a fish right there. Man, these fish are hardy. They are thick. Look at that. Alright, so this green zoom worm is really getting it done here. I mean, these fish aren't big, but there's not that many big fish in this pond. Although, actually I say that, my son Aiden, when he was 10 years old, caught a 4+ pounder right here. So we've determined that the watermelon seed, which is a very natural presentation, works really well. I'm just curious, so I'm gonna try a different color. Maybe a color that I don't use very often. Let's see what we have. We have watermelon candy red, which is very similar to that one. Black with red glitter. That's interesting. Or, ooh, candy bug. Also very interesting. I'm going to try that candy bug just because I'm super curious about it. For some reason, these purples, you know, morning dawn, that kind of thing, I just don't use very much of. And so I'm curious to see if that works. Sure is pretty. Okay, so this is the same area where I caught those really small, 2 really small guys on the natural colored worm, the watermelon seed worm. So far, nothing's really going for this candy colored worm. If you guys use this color worm or other baits, you know, craws or drop shots, whatever, with success, I'm curious if you would tell me where and under what conditions, what kind of water. Seems like a dark color would be good in this stained water, but so far I've had much better luck with that lighter green color. Right there at my feet. About middle of the road, or maybe 1 pound less. Wow, barely hooked. There we go. Whoa. Uh-oh, don't poop on me. Do not poop on me. Alright, so the purple did get bit right there at my feet. That was interesting. Took a lot longer though. You know what? I think we're going to try another color change. I'm very curious about that black because this water is stained and muddy. So far I've caught those 2 little tiny dinkers and then a decent one on the green worm and then that decent one on the purple worm. Now we're going to try this black worm. Let's go see if anybody likes black and red. Do we have any Goff bass over here? That looks really good in the water. It's very easy to see. And there comes the wind again. Little guy came off right there. That was funny. Oh, there he is again. Come on. This black worm is not getting her done. I think this will be my last cast with the black. Okay guys, that's going to do it for us. We are just about out of time. Brian has shown up and he is creeping his hand up my back to make me think that there are snakes or spiders or ticks or something crawling on me. Anyway, I caught 4 fish today and that was pretty good. We've only been out here about an hour, honestly, and we're kind of running out of time though, and it's very windy, so we're gonna call it. I do want to just kind of give a recap. I fished 3 different Zoom trick worms. One of them was watermelon seed. That's the one that I caught 3 fish, 2 little tiny dinkers, and 1 decent sized fish. And then I switched to that purple color, that candy color, which was beautiful, but the fish didn't seem to quite agree. I did catch 1 fish on that, but it did take a while. And then I switched to black with red flake, and that really was a bust. That one didn't work. My logic there was that the darker colors should work because the water's a little bit muddy from the rain, but common wisdom goes right out the door because those did not work. The lighter color watermelon seed that's very natural did work. So you live and learn. Today, right about the beginning of September, what worked for me was the Zoom trick worm in watermelon seed. And Brian, you caught 4 fish as well, you said?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
So I went the opposite direction of Cynthia today. I went for high contrast baits, and I also caught on a spinnerbait hoping they would make lots of noise. It was black and red for the contrast for the muddy water, and all that stuff worked great for me.
That makes a lot of sense that the spinnerbait worked because it was so windy out. Was that what you're thinking?
Oh, I was thinking because the water was so muddy and they needed to be shown where their food was going to be. Otherwise I was going to have to luck out and land one right in front of their face.
Got it. Okay, well that worked. So that is the story from the fishing family today. The kids are back at home, probably playing Minecraft right now. You have the fishing daddy and the fishing mommy, and that's all for now. See you guys later.